two of my absolute favorite, most powerful superfoods in existence, without a doubt, are spirulina and chlorella. So I brought on my friend Catherine Arnston, who specializes in this exact topic. We had a wonderful discussion on the podcast. She delivered so much value, and I wanted to share some of that in this little clip with you right here. So enjoy this clip. Also, I highly recommend checking out the full-length podcast by clicking the link in the description down below. Enjoy. Are there any other immune health benefits that are, not specific to COVID, but any other things, or relevant research worth talking about as far as spirulina and immune health?
Well, if we're going to talk about the immune system, I thought, I know your community is pretty well informed, but there may be people that don't really understand what the immune system is. So I'll give you a little quick summary. So your immune system is your defense mechanism for your health. And there's two components I've decided to help when I explain to people that it's two components. One you can see quite easily and one you can't. So let's talk about the one you can see. Well, that's basically your skin, your lungs, your mouth, and this is where pathogens would enter your body. And so they're, the equivalent of your at home you have an alarm system, right? So your skin and your mouth and your nose, they're the equivalent of your alarm system. They can determine when something has entered that shouldn't be there, and they set off an alarm. So that part's easy. You can point to that, see it in a medical book. The second part is the part where the real action happens. And this is the part that most people don't understand because you can't point to it. You can't see it. So when there's an invader in your house, the alarm goes off and it triggers the police to come and take the invader out, right? So in your body, the alarm that is triggered is in your immune system, which happens to be in your gut. 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And what it triggers are cells, things like T cells, B cells, killer cells, macrophages. And these all they are created by your immune system that makes them with nutrients that if they are in your body, they make them. And these cells will go after, identify whatever the pathogen is, kill it and remove it. And even better, remember it. So that when it happens next time, they're much more efficient. And that's what the vaccine concept is based on. But here's the thing. I remind people, if you have a dinner party, the first thing you probably usually do is you go out and buy the food for the dinner party. No grocery shopping, no dinner party, right? Well, your immune system's the same way. If you do not give it the nutrients that it needs to defend you, and it wants to defend you, it's on your side, it cannot perform for you as well as it wants to. And those nutrients, or the main course, include things like, I got my little chart here, vitamin A, B6, B9, B12, D, vitamin E, iron, zinc, copper, essential fatty acids, amino acids, chlorophyll, and guess what? They're all in the algae. So if you want a very easy, effortless, nutritionally dense way to provide your immune system with the nutrients it needs to defend you, it doesn't get any better than algae. It's just, you don't have to go out and buy 1,000 different supplements. You don't have to go out and buy start doing a different kind of meal plan. It just takes the worry out of everything. I call algae your health insurance, your nutritional health insurance. You can go out and eat whatever you want as well. It's great if you eat healthy, but even if you didn't, at least you're getting the basics. And because algae is so, at least ours, safe and pure, third-party lab tests and endorsed by doctors, you can give it to your children, your newborns, your pets, your grandparents, and it doesn't require any cooking, cleaning, or effort. If you can swallow water, you can get the nutrients you need to give your body the nutrients your immune system need to protect you.
Hey, this is Ari. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. And if you want to listen to the full-length podcast, the link for that is down in the description below. Also, one more thing before you go, I want to mention, in case you don't already know about it, our formula, Energenesis. This is an amazing product that has multiple compounds in it that are scientifically proven in numerous studies to increase your energy levels, not just by, 3% or 5% or 10%, but by 30 or 40 or 50% in a very, very short time frame. So one of these compounds that I'll mention here is called NT factor phospholipid. And it is an extract of phospholipids that comes from lecithin. And they extract the pure phospholipids from this, things like phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylethanolamine, and many others. And these are the same fatty acid compounds, phospholipid compounds, that compose our cell membranes and mitochondrial membranes. And this specific patented formula has been shown actually to enter into the bloodstream undigested, basically without being broken down and denatured through the digestive process in the stomach and the intestines. It makes it into the bloodstream and actually makes it all the way to our cells and to our mitochondria, where it helps repair damaged mitochondrial membranes and facilitates our mitochondria functioning better. Now, all of that sounds like wonderful theory, and it sounds like it could be beneficial, but the real test is, has it actually been studied and been proven to increase your energy levels? And the answer is yes, absolutely. There are numerous studies outlined in a wonderful paper by a scientist named Garth Nicholson, in a paper called Lipid Replacement Therapy. I highly recommend checking this out if you're interested in digging into the research. But this compound has been studied in the context of multiple different kinds of chronic fatigue. Aging-related chronic fatigue, obesity-related chronic fatigue, obscure things like Gulf War illness, and numerous studies in chronic fatigue syndrome. And there are studies showing that this has the capability. They've taken one study, in fact, actually showed that in elderly adults over the age of 65, it restored their mitochondrial health, which had deteriorated heavily. It restored it to the level of healthy 29-year-olds, believe it or not. And they've actually measured energy levels in these people. And all of these studies across the board show improvements in energy of at least 25%, and typically more like 35 to 45% in just the span of between 4 to 12 weeks. That's how long all of these studies are, 4 to 12 weeks. They're showing dramatic, huge improvements in energy levels by helping to repair these mitochondrial membranes through this thing called lipid replacement therapy, using, again, this patented form of a phospholipid extract called NT factor. This is just one of about 20 ingredients proven to benefit mitochondrial health that you'll find in my formula Energenesis. So I strongly encourage you, if you are struggling with your energy levels, if you're dealing with chronic fatigue, go grab yourself a bottle or 3 of this, or subscribe and save. Try it out. You are going to be blown away by the results. We get so many testimonials. We get so many emails from people talking about how this one thing has transformed their lives. So I cannot encourage you strongly enough to give this a shot. And let's say you buy 3 bottles, try out the first one, give it a month. And if you don't notice significant improvements, you can return the unopened bottles to us for a full refund. So give it a shot. I really think you're going to be blown away by the results. The formula is called Energenesis, and you can get it at theenergyblueprint.com or click the link below. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you again very soon.